What is up, guys, and welcome to Sebangle, the podcast. I'm the first half of your host, Seb.
And I'm the second half of your host, Angle.
This next segment of the podcast includes WandaVision spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, skip to the time on screen now. So, the other day the WandaVision finale came out, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
So, really quickly, let me address the boner joke.
Oh my.
So,
Okay, wait,
basically,
explain the whole thing for people that don't know.
okay, so if you haven't watched WandaVision, basically, um, Quick,
Evan
Quicksilver?
Peters, yeah,
Evan Peters is Quicksilver, or
from
just
the X-Men
from the
franchise.
X-Men franchise, or
Yeah,
it wasn't even from the X-Men franchise. It was just
yeah,
like Evan Peters was
he was
like an
from the.
actor in WandaVision,
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
because it's not like his actual quick, but
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
he
yeah.
was introduced in episode 5, and throughout like the next couple episodes, everyone was wondering, oh, is this like a multiverse thing, like, is this Quicksilver from the X-Men franchise? And no one knew up until the finale, and it's not.
Yeah. So
It's not.
basically, Agatha Harkness, which is like the villain of the series, she before she was like revealed as a villain, even though we all knew, she kept mentioning her husband Ralph, and she kept mentioning how like he was like the devil. So people would theorize that it was like Mephisto or Nightmare, which are like devil-like characters in the comic books, right? So they're like, oh, maybe her husband Ralph is the devil. But then, and then like, Evan Peters was introduced as Quicksilver. So like, people are thinking like multiverse thing. And then we found out that he's just a guy named Ralph Boner. So when she was talking about Ralph, she was actually talking about Evan Peters, and she just gave him powers to manipulate Wanda. And he's just some random guy. He's not even tied into the multiverse. He's just Ralph Boner, and then everybody was like kind of disappointed, especially since they made a boner joke, you know? Like, yeah, yeah. How do you feel about that though?
That got me. Okay, when I first heard it, I chuckled, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like a laugh. I was just like, oh, ha ha ha. And then I was like really disappointed. I was like,
so,
wow.
so like, I'm gonna try my best to reenact it, right? So I'm laying down in my bed, like 12 a.m., watching it, and then I see Ralph Boner. I pause it right when they show it, and I went, but wow, well, wow, okay. that's that's basically how I was. I was just kind of like boner. Yeah.
I
Okay.
chuckled and I looked at my sister, and well, she was also watching it, but so she didn't see me, but I don't know. I just looked at her and I was like, so like, well, it's because she was ahead of me. She was watching it earlier than I was,
Yeah.
because
Because it
for
kept
whatever
crashing.
reason
Yeah.
it kept crashing for me, but for her it was perfectly fine. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, so she's one of those people that got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of like a cheap joke,
Yeah.
basically. But I did call it when they first introduced him in episode 5. I asked my mom. I was like, "Do you think it's a multiverse thing, or do you think it's just a casting, like meta joke for like the audience? Like it's just a joke for the audience. And that like they just used him like, for the audience. You get me? Like he's not actually Quicksilver. He's just like, oh hey, he played Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, and but he's not actually. You get me? Which is actually what ended up happening. But like it was deeper than just a joke. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder if he's gonna keep his powers, cause like Billy and Tommy got powers, and like
Oh,
they're gonna come back eventually, right? So like, do you think he's keeping his powers, or like
I thought his powers were tied to like the
the
like
Hex?
the neck the
The
necklace
necklace?
that
The
that was
necklace?
around
Yeah.
his neck. You remember, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
little beads on it.
Yeah,
I
oh
I
yeah,
thought it was
maybe.
tied to that, but now that I think about it, they did say that it was for like mind control reasons, but maybe it could have been
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
So,
But now that
because
I'm
then
thinking
after
about
that,
it,
he didn't do anything. He like didn't try to stop Monica. Like he could have easily got up, used his powers, and
yeah,
just
it
kept,
was his mind control, yeah. Cause
yeah.
he's like, please don't kill me. And then, and then he was all like, I think maybe since the Hex is gone, and like it got rid of Billy and Tommy and Vision, maybe he got rid of his powers as well, you know?
Yeah, I
Like,
think Ralph Boner just like still exists in that world.
yeah,
I can't even like be serious saying that like
yeah,
Ralph Boner.
yeah, I get you. But the finale was pretty cool. I, everybody, it was weird because everybody thought that, like, the post-credit scene, basically in the post-credit scene, we see like a mountain area, and then and then we see Wanda getting tea. Then we cut to her bedroom, and it's like her in like her Scarlet Witch outfit, like looking through the dark hold, and then she hears like Billy or Tommy, I don't know. She hears them like screaming like Mom help us, right? It was kind of crazy that people thought that her Scarlet Witch persona became another person. So like now there's Wanda and then there's Scarlet Witch, and then the Scarlet Witch was evil. That's why she was using the Darkhold. Like I saw
Oh, yeah.
people theorizing about that, but no, Wanda is Scarlet Witch. You
When I
know,
saw
and
them,
she's just astral projecting, like setting, and I don't know.
yeah, like when I saw that, I thought of like Doctor Strange's astral
Yeah.
form, but
So
then I also thought about how like in the astral form, he can't, like his physical body can't move, but
yeah,
like
but you know, I guess I did say that the Scarlet Witch
is
is
stronger than the
Scarlet Witch's power surpasses that of the Sorcerer Supreme. So
yeah.
you know, it makes sense that she'd be able to do.
So does that mean like Doctor Strange versus Agatha? Like who would win? I want to say Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange would win against Agatha, but Doctor Strange against Wanda, I don't know.
No, you're
Because
right.
Wanda's like pretty inexperienced right now. Like all she's really done is telepathy, like in the past, and then now she's like, yeah, she's manipulated reality, but like,
She kind of did that like on accident.
yeah, she did kind of control it when she let all the townspeople free,
Oh
like
yeah,
that one time. So like, I think she does know how to control it now. But like,
yeah.
I don't really know how that would serve well in a fight unless you like manipulate Doctor Strange's body, like turn him to like an elephant or something. I don't know, like, but like, yeah, we haven't really seen much from her yet. So I don't know. I feel like right now Doctor Strange would win, you know. But
Yeah.
maybe that post-credit scene was like a time skip, you know. And now now she's super strong. I don't know. But basically, the finale was pretty good. WandaVision was pretty good. Kinda sucked that I had to download the episode from Disney Plus because it kept crashing. So I just downloaded it and then the quality was like 480p and I couldn't really change it. So like
Oh,
it was just
I didn't
kinda
even know you
crappy
could
the
change the
entire time.
quality on like the actual like
I
without
don't think you
downloading it.
can. I don't think you can. But like I couldn't change it in general, you get me? And
Oh
like
yeah.
it was just kinda just stuck at bad quality. It was either that or wait forever for like the the app not to crash, you know? But
Oh yeah.
whatever, it's fine. It was good. I liked it. I'm pretty excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier because I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
comes
that's
out
gonna have
March
like
19th, right?
yeah, I think so,
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be watching that in the middle of the night, cause I mean,
yeah. I
what else am I
bet.
supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like that one's gonna be like more action packed, you
Oh
know?
yeah, definitely,
Like
cause
which is
they're
gonna
both
be pretty
soldiers,
cool.
so
Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty cool because like WandaVision at first like it started off kind of slow, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier is probably not gonna start off slow. And then it's
yeah.
also gonna like it's gonna expand the world of like the MCU a lot more because we're gonna see a lot of like the government and stuff because you know how like they made their own Captain America, like the
Oh
government,
yeah.
and like so it's gonna be pretty cool to see that. And apparently the government's Captain America is controlled by the government using the super serum that they made. So he does like bad stuff sometimes, like kill people, unlike Captain America, you know? So it's gonna be pretty cool to see that,
You think
cause
it's gonna deal with like racism too?
yeah,
Because like
probably,
think about it,
cause
like Falcon, he's
yeah
black.
he's black,
I'm
yeah,
not trying to be racist, but like he's black, and then like what if the world is like we don't want a black Captain America?
yeah. I feel like it's it's always good to talk about it to bring it to light, you know? Cause it's like
Yeah.
if more people can understand what that is and get over it and like not be racist,
Yeah,
and
especially like
that's
in
a
an
good thing,
MCU
you know?
like thing, which like a lot
Yeah,
of people watch.
yeah. So like, I feel like let's say there's like a little like black kid watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he sees Falcon go from a soldier to, you know, Captain America, like the greatest soldier ever. It's gonna be very empowering to see like a person of his race, like in that status. You know what I mean? So I think
Oh
it's gonna
yeah.
be, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't think they're gonna make it all about race though. I think they're just gonna like, you know, mention it, maybe, or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But I really do hope they like
Because
make
that was just
like
like a theory I saw that like maybe somewhere along the line of the show it's gonna be like they're just gonna deal
the
with
struggles.
racism.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
him being
like the
like Captain
struggles of him
America.
being like black and Captain America at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. It would be pretty good to see him overcome that stuff. It'd be really
Yeah.
nice. But have you seen the trailers where like, um, I forget his real name, like in the show. I just know his like the actor's name, Anthony Mackie. So like, I'm just gonna call him that. Do you think,
Oh, his
like,
real name is Sam Wilson.
oh Samuel? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay then Sam. So do you think, or have you seen the trailer in the part where Sam is like in a tuxedo, walking down a hallway looking all sad, and then in the background there's like posters of Captain America? Do you think
Oh
that's
yeah.
like, do you think that's like Steve's funeral?
Maybe, yeah, because he was really old. Like
Yeah,
really,
he
really
was
old.
really, really old. So maybe.
So then maybe there's like a
Maybe,
time
yeah,
skip
I was
in
just gonna say
Falcon and
maybe
the
there's
Winter
a time
Soldier,
skip
so
because yeah, but it's gonna be interesting their relationship because they both don't really like each other. You know, we saw that
yeah,
in Civil
I saw
War.
like a I
Can
saw
you
like
move your seat
a
up, please? No. You know, so like they never really. So it's gonna
I
be
don't
really
remember where
cool.
I saw it. I know I saw it on Instagram. I'm gonna see if I could pull it up right now, but I don't think I'll be able to. But basically, let me
It's
explain.
fine.
So I saw this thing where it was like where Anthony Mackie like said that in Falcon and the Winter Soldier like Bucky and Sam aren't exactly like
Best of
the
friends.
best of friends.
Yeah.
He kind of considers this more
Excuse
like
my drinking water.
just co-workers, or I think it's professional co-workers or something like that. So
Mhm.
he himself doesn't consider them to be like friends. So
Wait,
that's gonna
Anthony
be
Mackie
hilarious.
doesn't see Sebastian Stan as a friend, or he doesn't
No,
think
no,
that their characters are friends.
he doesn't think that their characters are friends.
Oh,
Like he
okay,
does he
okay,
just
okay.
sees them more as like co-workers because
Yeah,
that's kind of what they are in the show, or it's
yeah.
kind of how they're advertised to be like
I think
co-workers.
I think like the story, the reason why they have to work together is because the Sokovia Accords. Because remember they went against that, you know.
Oh
So
yeah.
maybe they make them like, hey, it's either you get put in jail or you do these missions for us, and then they do these missions, but then they find out like there's a bigger like boss fight, like there's a bigger threat, right? And then because we've seen them like fighting like this organization, you saw where like they put in on like those skull mask,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then we see him fighting Edward Zemo, I think it is, something like that.
Oh,
Zemo.
Helmut Zemo.
Yeah, I just know Zemo. They see him like we see them like we see
No, it's
Zemo
Baron
like brought up.
Zemo. I think. I
Baron,
don't.
yeah, 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 something like that. Well, like maybe that's what it is. Like they have to follow the Sokovia Accords now, and then they find like a bigger, better threat, and then they have to fight like Captain America because the military is always corrupt for some reason in like
Yeah.
movies, and like which I mean makes sense, but yeah, but okay, yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see. It comes out
Yeah.
next week on Friday.
I think so. Yeah. And then Loki. I'm also
Yeah,
looking forward
I
to
think
that.
it comes out in June or July, no?
Yeah. So it comes out in the summer, which is
Oh,
good
dude,
because then that means I don't have to worry
I
about.
saw an Instagram post where they promised longer episodes for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, thank God,
But I
dude.
don't know if that's true though. It literally was just Sam Wilson like posing, and then underneath him was like a blue like rectangle, and then inside of the rectangle was like text saying, Falcon and the Winter Soldier directors have promised longer episodes, and that was it. So like,
They
you
better
know,
not have like that 7 minute long like ending, because that was always
I
that's
mean
super
it's kind of
disappointing to me.
unavoidable because like all the
Oh
languages
yeah,
that they make it in, you know, it's kind of unavoidable.
yeah.
So like.
Because I
But I
remember
mean,
watching
it's
the
really
first
not that
episode
hard
of
to just
WandaVision,
ignore.
and I thought there was gonna be like 7 minutes left, and then it just ended, and I clicked on it, and I was like, is there like a post credit scene? No
Yeah,
post credit scene, no
but I
nothing, and
mean,
I was like,
now we
bruh.
know, so
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal now. Because as soon as the first episode of WandaVision, like, I was like, oh wow, there's a lot of credits. Is there a post-credit scene? And you know, I skipped it. There's no post-credit scene. So then, you know,
I
I
think I
knew,
watched it all actually. Like
I
the
knew
first
not to
time I
do that.
watched like the first
You
episode of
watched the
WandaVision.
entire
I
credits?
watched the entire thing because I didn't want to skip ahead and accidentally skip something because that's I didn't download it, so it would just like freeze because my Wi-Fi sucks sometimes. So I watched it and I was like, okay, so nothing. And then for the second episode, I was just like, I'm gonna just download it. So I downloaded it, and then it just nothing ever froze. So I was able to just like skip ahead and everything. I'm glad that they did release two episodes at the same time, like when it came out.
They did?
Yeah, for WandaVision, they released
Oh,
episode one and two at the same time.
I didn't even remember that. But yeah,
Or maybe I'm
because
remembering it
oh
wrong.
yeah
I'm
yeah
not
yeah I
sure.
do yeah yeah okay I do remember because I remember my mom watched the first episode and then she gave up and then I watched the first and the second and then I was like, Mom, you gotta keep watching. There's like more to this because like towards the end it like gets all weird, you know. So
Oh
then
yeah.
you're curious as to what the hell's going on. So then you want more episodes. Yeah yeah, I remember that. But yeah, anyways, let's finish that. Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are aware, I think it was last week on Friday.
Hold on.
Uh,
Wait, keep talking.
oh right, he just muted himself. But basically, last week on Friday, I believe it was, Sebastian gave me a copy of Pokemon Sword. Very nice of him, completely free, no money spent, big cash money. But
Yes, yes, welcome. You're welcome. Yes.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
And I've been playing it ever since, and it's actually really fun.
Yeah, it's really
Uh,
fun.
I kind of suck at it though because I don't know anything about like type advantage. I mean, I know that they exist, but I always forget like which type is good against which type.
Mhm.
So I just have to end up looking it up. Cause
It's fun though. I literally forget all the time too. So
yeah, cause now that like the Pokemon I'm fighting are stronger, I need like those type advantages so that then they like one shot them or two shot them and don't kill me fast. So
it's weird how you always want to have the type advantage. Like for
yeah,
me, I just have one Pokemon with a bunch of different moves, which they can only have four. So like with my Cinderace, right? He has
right.
like two fire moves, a fighting type, and a flying type move. And then those moves are pretty strong, so like I'll just use the fire type move on like a regular Pokemon in the wild and it always just does the job. But like you
No, yeah.
always like you run into a wild Pokemon, you'll search up their typing and then you'll search up their weakness and then you'll get your Pokemon that has their weakness and then you end up taking damage because you switch out and then I'm like, bro, like just fight them. Like I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I just kind of like did that. I don't
It's
even.
not. It's really faster if you think about it, because you like waste a turn, you take damage, you know, like it's not really faster if you think about it. Just
Well,
kind of like
it's
just
not really meant
attack.
to be faster. It's just kind of, I don't know,
That's what you
type
said. I
advantage.
asked you why you do it. You're like, it's faster. I'm like,
I mean, it makes me
bruh,
die. It makes me take a lot less damage because then like the type advantages, I take like what 5 damage from their hits,
I guess. I don't know. It
and
just,
also because like that's just kind of how I started the game. So now all my Pokemon kind of have that. I do kind of have a couple like dark and psychic moves on some Pokemon,
yeah,
but that's only because like the moves that they've been giving me recently suck. So I just don't add them to my Pokemon.
yeah. So,
So I have like one or two.
since I gave you Pokemon Sword, right? I knew
Right.
you'd be playing it as soon as you finish your challenges on Minecraft.
Yeah.
So, because if you don't know, we play on like a server called the Hive, and every day you get new challenges, and then with those challenges you get a certain amount of quest points, and then with quest points you could buy like free costumes and stuff. So like we just do our challenges every day because it gives us something to do. And Angel only has 4 a day. I have 8 a day because I have like Hive Plus, and he does his challenges. And I knew like it's either he's gonna get off and stop playing or he's gonna play Pokemon. So he played Pokemon, and I was like, I don't want to keep playing Minecraft because then I'm gonna get mad. Because don't I get mad all the time?
It's in his defense, people are really, really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
annoying in
So
Minecraft.
like, if I wasn't doing what I was doing right now with Pokemon, I would be playing Treasure Wars so I can level up because the max level is now 100 and I'm barely like 43. So I would be playing Treasure Wars to level up, but it would be super annoying and I'd get mad all the time while you're playing Pokemon. So I just decided I'd do another playthrough of Pokemon, but this time it's a Nuzlocke. So basically, normally in Pokemon, if you faint, if your Pokemon faints, which means they run out of health, you just take them to a Pokemon Center and you heal them back up. Super simple. But in this version, if your Pokemon dies, then you can't use it anymore, and you have to use a different one. Stuff like that. So like, it just adds like more challenge to it. And so far, it's been alright. Some of my Pokemon have died, but like, it's a lot easier to do this Nuzlocke and not get mad than play Minecraft while Angel's playing a peaceful Pokemon. Even though sometimes he gets mad because he's getting clapped by
I
Bead.
swear. I was so happy when I finally clapped him and he did like he didn't kill a single one of my Pokemon.
Yeah, cause like the second or like first time you run into him is like in a cave, and the first time I ran into him, I just used one move, and it just kept one-hitting all of his Pokemon. And then I was like, it's okay, you're gonna fight Bead, but you'll be fine. And then you fought Bead, you're like, oh my god, all my Pokemon are dead!
Okay,
Oh my god,
it's because
I hate you,
like,
anal Bead!
It's because he has like psychic and fairy moves, and all my Pokemon were insanely weak to that. Because I had like the starter Pokemon, which is a grass one, and then like all my other Pokemon that I found along the way, and he had like psychic and fairy, and I was like, and then I had to look up like what types were weak against them, and it was like dark type, and I was like, all right, where do I get one of those? So Sebastian was kind enough to trade me an Eevee for, I don't remember what I traded him back, but he traded me an Eevee, and I leveled it up, did everything that you're supposed to do, and then I leveled it up into an Umbreon, which is the dark version of Eevee, and I leveled it up as high as I could get
it's called a dark type
Bead.
evolution, is what it is.
Yeah, a dark type evolution, and then I leveled it up as high as I can before fighting Anal Bead for like the third or fourth time, and I bodied him. Yeah. Absolutely bodied him because because at the time I think the max level for me was 40 or 50, and then beads are always like level 30 or just like a couple levels below mine. But since I had like the type advantage, I bodied him.
Yeah.
It was I loved it. I loved every second.
Because I've been playing Pokemon for like years, so like Pokemon, especially nowadays, is like a lot like really easy to me, especially since I already played this version of the game. But like then that's why I like went through it like a breeze, and then you were like, oh no, I was like, oh bro, I kind of
I didn't have any dark type Pokemon. I was like, fuck, how am I supposed to beat this loser? And then I bodied him, and then he got taken out of the gym challenge. I was like, yeah, that's what he gets.
Oh, I forgot to mention, another rule of the Nuzlocke is you can only catch the first Pokemon you run into on every route. So like, that's what I did is like, I just checked out all the ones that popped up, and then I went for like one that I think I'd need later on. And then I got like a Choodle, which is like a water type, and then it leveled up and it like learned Bite, which is like a dark type move, and that's what I used against Bead, and it just like wiped them. But sadly, Bowser died. Rest in peace. Yeah. Bye. See you, Bowser.
It's cause I think I did have a dark type move against Bead, because I remember I killed one of his Pokemon the first or second time I fought him, and it was with like Dreadnoughts. It just had a dark type move, but it's because since I switched out my Pokemon, because like, you know, I had just died, I switch out my Pokemon, then he does another attack, and I didn't even get to do like the dark attack because he hit me and you know, type advantage, so he bodied me, and then I was like, wow, I didn't even get to hit him once, and I was very sad. I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Then I went back and clapped his ass. I was like, yeah.
But basically, you're liking the game so far, right?
It's really fun, yeah. I do think I'm gonna get the DLC when
I was just gonna ask you if you're gonna get the DLC. Yeah, so
and
like
then,
the DLC is like $40, I think.
Yeah,
so.
But first I have to do all the post game stuff.
Yeah. All right.
I heard that's
good.
really fun.
I'm glad you like it. So
yeah.
So sorry, you were already looking forward to the new Pokemon games coming out, right?
Yeah, I was already looking forward to them because
but now, what do you think now that you've played, you know, Sword like for a bit? Are you looking forward to them more, or is it like the same?
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the same, maybe more actually, because it's like games that I've never played. Yeah. And what do you stop by the cable? Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Bye. Go play. No, don't bite. Ow! He scratched me.
Okay. This next segment of the podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, Noodles. Today, I will be eating an entire bowl of spicy Korean bulldog noodles that, if you know me, I eat them on the regular, but I haven't gotten a chance to have them lately. But thanks to our sponsor, I now have some right here, and I'm going to eat them. Enjoy. Angel, you can talk if you want. You can say something.
I'm experiencing the ASMR, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's what this is now? An ASMR?
Yeah.
For some reason, all my noodles got broken up into little pieces, even though I don't break my noodles apart. So it's kind of annoying to eat them. I like slurping my noodles, but now they're all really tiny. So, can't. Ah, that burned my lip. I also have 2 soft-boiled eggs, and so if you hear me talk about their egg yolk or something, then that is why. Not because the noodles themselves have egg yolk. Oh yeah, it's bomb. I've been missing this. So you're really not gonna talk?
No,
Okay.
just gonna let you eat.
Okay.
Bro, who turned the lights on?
Hey bro, that's talking.
Just turn them off. Don't.
These noodles are hot. I literally just got them off the stove right now. So like, they're pretty hot. But it's nothing I can't handle. The spice isn't even that bad. I used to see people do this as a YouTube challenge. Like a challenge on YouTube. I was like, damn, are they that spicy? Because I saw one from BuzzFeed where like they put it in like a little small like plate. Like they give them a small serving. And like, I was like, damn, are they really that spicy? I love spicy food, I love noodles. Let me try these. And then eventually, they came to my local 99-cent store. I was like, oh, bet. So then I got them. I tried it. It was pretty spicy, but it wasn't that bad. Still tasted amazing. So then, I got them every now and then. And then they started coming out with new flavors like curry and cheese and kimchi. I was like, bet, let me try these. Now I have a bunch and, oh man, my favorite things ever. They are still spicy, they're just not that bad. Ah, yeah, this is weird bomb. I'm eating the egg right now. And then the yolk just covers the noodles, adds some more flavor. That was the egg right now. As you can hear, I'm sniffling. I'm using chopsticks, by the way, because why not? And if you don't know how to use chopsticks, then it kinda sucks. Very simple. Alright, I'm cutting the other egg in half. I just perfectly cut it right above the yolk. So now, there's half of just egg white, and then there's half that has the egg yolk inside of it. So like, it's pretty cool. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. If you ever try these, put some cheese in it. Add some extra flavor, some extra texture. It dilutes the spiciness, not that much though, but still helps a little bit. Just tastes better. Also, if you don't like cheese, how dare you? Why? It's like saying, what's it like saying, Angel?
Huh?
Are you that infatuated with me talking and eating?
No, no, I'm looking through Instagram.
Oh, bro. S- Saying you like cheese, I mean you don't like cheese, is like saying what? It's like saying you don't like.
Oh, I just tend not to eat cheese. I'm lactose
I mean,
intolerant.
you're like,
I mean, I still like it sometimes. It doesn't go with
I
everything
just
though.
had the egg right now. Bus.
Like I think I saw a mukbanger once put cheese on chocolate, and I was like,
What the?
that's it. You're supposed to die. Like
Oh yeah,
that's.
that's too much. So, if you guys didn't know, in Japan, slurping your noodles is a sign of respect to the chef. It means you like the noodles so much, they're worthy of being slurped. So, yeah. And if you don't know, I'm from Japan. Well, I live there. And that's why I slurp. Alright, just finished those noodles. Really bomb. As you can tell from my voice, it's not like they were super spicy or anything. If they were, I would have been like, so, guys. But, you know, I'm not. And, once again, thank you to our sponsor, Noodles, providing me with food. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. This next segment of the podcast includes Attack on Titan spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, skip to the time on the screen now. Today, as of recording, is Sunday. I don't know the date. I don't really pay attention. Oh wait, no. Today's the 7th, no? Yes, today is the 7th. It says right here on this paper. Basically, okay, a new Attack on Titan episode came out today. Angel. Also, guys, if you hear Angel gagging, it's because he has to feed his cat. And apparently his cat's food is gross. So, yeah. Oh wait, Angel just got disconnected from the party. So, I'll just talk instead. Basically, in today's episode of Attack on Titan, there was some pretty crazy stuff that went down. We learned a lot of secrets, such as the Marleyan wine that has been given to all the high-up military officers has possibly been contaminated with Zeke's spinal fluid, according to Nicolo. And if that's the case, Falco now also has Zeke's spinal fluid, which is not a very good thing. Oh, hey, you're back.
I crashed.
Oh, bro, I was just talking about the possibility of Zeke's spinal fluid being in the wine.
No, no, this food isn't for you. Go away. Go away.
I also told them about your cat's food being gross, so you might gag already.
Okay,
Alright? Okay,
here,
so
look, just try eating it. Try eating it like this. Look.
Angel,
Hey,
Angel.
don't go away from me. No, come back.
Angel, you see how big of a problem it is, right? If
What?
Zeke's spinal fluid is actually in the wine, and all he has to do is scream to activate it, you know how big of a problem that is, right?
Yeah.
Because Titans are a pretty big problem. A lot of them will pop out of nowhere, and then they're all gonna start, you know, killing people. So it's a pretty big deal. You know what I mean? So
Okay, I'm actually gonna mute myself because I'm probably gonna be bitching at my cat a lot, telling him to eat. So
Okay.
I'll mute myself really quickly.
Okay, then I guess I'll just talk about it. And then, like, so that's a pretty big deal because a lot of people are gonna die, and people dying is always a big deal. So like, you know. But another thing that really sucks is Falco. Falco got that wine in his mouth. So that means Falco can turn into a Titan. And we don't want homie Falco to turn into a Titan. Because, you know, that means he dies. Basically. Because, you know, it's either you die or you eat a shifter. And who's he gonna eat? You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, it's gonna kind of suck if that does happen. Obviously, I know what happens because, you know, I read the manga, but I'm not spoiling it, so I'm acting as if I don't know what happens. But it's really hard to talk to myself. um, uh, Gabby got beaten up. I really wish Angel was here to talk about this, but Gabby got beaten
Yeah, Gabby
up.
got beaten up.
And he hates Gabby. I personally kind of
Die.
like Gabby,
You're supposed to eat it. I'm getting my hands dirty for you
but
to eat it.
yeah, she got punched in the face by Nico.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out a way to not do this with my hand, but I'm gonna do it with my hand if she still doesn't eat. No, no, no. You're gonna fall. Stop backing up. You
Okay,
stupid.
and another thing that was hinted at is in like the previous episode we saw the scouts that were with Zeke and Levi. They were drinking the wine, and you know Zeke's right there. So if he screams and you know they turn into Titans, Levi's, you know,
Did.
I mean,
Probably not, but like.
because you know he's Levi, but he's screwed. He's screwed basically. It's either like kill those Titans and let Zeke go free, or get Zeke
Just kill
and
Zeke.
don't kill those Titans. They can't
Like
because
I know that's
they,
an option, but like,
yeah,
come on,
they need to
just
feed
kill
him to the story. but but yeah, and then so that's pretty bad if that happens. Also, yeah, all the other Titans, but also that scene where Aaron came in, like to the table when they were all at the table, he showed his hand cut, and like the cut's not very menacing if you think about it. But if you know how Attack on Titan works, where people get injured, and then once they're injured, they could transform into a Titan. And if you know how dangerous Titans are, so like that cut right there, just the cut on his hand, is so menacing because you know any second he could turn into a Titan and literally eat you. You know, so like it's really menacing. And then the way he just doesn't care, like he even did that to his best friends. You know, and like but basically, next episode, stuff's gonna go down. It's
If
gonna
you
be
keep
pretty
backing up,
crazy.
you're gonna fall.
It's
Stop.
gonna be amazing. It's
Stop
gonna be
backing up.
like
Here.
amazing. I don't even know what to say.
Eat your food. Eat it.
We're
You're
just kind of
supposed to
filling
eat it.
time.
Why are you not hungry? Is it because I'm doing it and because you all hate me? I mean, it makes sense.
Okay, but yeah, what did you think of today's episode?
I actually really like the fact that Gabby got her absolute ass kicked.
That's not what I meant. I mean, like the episode in general, like the problems presented, like everything that went down. Did you see freaking Flock's face, bro? When he knew that the wine was contaminated? I
Yeah, I
hate
saw
that
that.
guy.
Oh,
That's
no,
literally the
you got
face
it
of
on
a
your.
serial
Oh,
killer, bro.
wait, I forgot you
I
guys have a
swear.
tongue and that you guys could just lick it off, but I guess not.
It's...
She doesn't want to eat this. Why not? Eat. Okay, you know what? If you don't want to eat this, that's perfectly
Okay,
fine.
well, I've said everything I can about Attack on Titan's episode, and Angel's just gonna keep talking to his cat, so let's move on to the next thing. So, when I was in like first or second or third grade, I don't remember, when I was in like elementary school, I would always like finish the work before everybody else and have nothing to do. So, at first I would just like read the books that were in the classroom, and but then after doing that a bunch, I kind of like read them all, so I had nothing to do. And for some reason the school wouldn't allow me to read like books above my grade level. Mom, can you stop? Oh my, sorry if you heard that. Well, my mom was making fart noises. Mom, stop! Oh my. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, anyways, like, I had nothing to do during class all the time, right? So, like, one time my mom just, like, bought me a Kindle Fire, which if you don't know is, like, a tablet made by Amazon, and, like, now it's, like, a tablet, where you can,
Wait,
like,
I'll be right back. My sister's calling me. Sorry
oh,
about
okay.
that.
where you like download games and stuff like that. But now but back then it was basically just like a e-book is what it was called. It's just for reading books, and that was it. And and my mom got that for me, but apparently I didn't like it because it just didn't feel the same as like compared to a regular book. So I stopped using it, and my teacher suggested that I like skip to the next grade, but my mom didn't want me to because it was almost the end of the year already. So I'd end up getting like held back instead because, it's almost the end of the year already. So she didn't, but my dad wanted to because he like thought it'd be cool to brag that I was smart or whatever. And like apparently like my mom told me that he was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool that he's smart. You know where he gets that from? He gets that from me." But my dad has literally bragged that he's never read a book in his entire life. And that's just kind of sad, thinking about it. Like, it's sad that you haven't read a book in your entire life, but then to go to the next level and brag about it, it's just kind of sad. So I definitely didn't get that smartness from him. Like, it's just, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. But, yeah, I used to be a smart kid, but then school just kind of became pointless to me, so now I'm just lazy. And, yeah, sad. Oh well, what can you do? Anyways, thank you guys for watching, listening, whatever you guys do. Um, now I think about it, Angel's supposed to do stuff. That's why he's there. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I don't have any ideas.
but
I don't
yeah,
build. I
you never
got
do
it.
anything. Like, you just kind of jump around. I
Yeah,
wonder if anybody actually watches you jump around. Like,
maybe they do. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't. I just kind of minimize YouTube, like in a picture-in-picture, and then scroll through Instagram because
Oh,
like,
you do that for like 48 minutes? I could never do that.
yeah, it goes by really quickly though.
Oh, for
But
me, it never does. I remember when I would watch the podcast. I mean, I do it while I was playing Minecraft.
yeah, guys, can you believe that Angel doesn't watch his own podcast? Kind of gay.
Yeah, I
But,
don't.
but okay. Anyways, this is supposed to be the outro. Um,
Alright.
thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Thank you very much, Angel.
Alright. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.